guys, welcome back to my channel. This video is going to be a little bit different because it was planned to be like a fun video at the zoo and like what we did. And we did have a good time. We did go to the zoo. I am going to put the footage after here, and then after I will get into a story time about how that trip to the zoo ended up being honestly probably the worst experience that we've had as parents, like by far, not including like pregnancy stuff, but just with our children. So let me go ahead and show you. It's right here. Next. Okay, take close, Sarah. So as you can see, we were having fun and we ended up going to Other Mothers after that while we were like thinking of some place to eat. And if you guys never heard of Other Mothers, or if you have a place called Other Mothers, I'm not sure. It's a thrift store that's just full of baby stuff and like maternity stuff and like things for mom. Honestly, anything baby related. I'm making a coffee. Oh, it's hot. And I got 10 onesies for $1, so like 10 cents each. The kids got a little toy, and then there was also free toys, so you know what, it was fun. Splenda. Oh, what happened to my I could have sworn I just opened one. It's this one. Okay, so we ended up eating at Golden Corral after our little zoo trip, and we got there, you know, you sit yourself down. We sat like where it was pretty empty. There was 2 ladies sitting behind us and a man sitting next to us, and so it was pretty quiet. We got our first plates. All of us are eating, and the baby starts crying. So we didn't bring the diaper bag down, so we didn't have anything that we needed for the baby. So I asked Daniel if he could go get him a bottle, so we had to leave. And anyways, my daughter's there eating, you know, they were kind of acting up, and I noticed the man on the side was like getting like kind of like fidgety, it seemed, and I thought maybe he's getting bugged, you know, because my baby was crying, Sarah was crying because her dad went out, and so, you know, it was already kind of getting uncomfortable. So Daniel was probably gone maybe 5 minutes, and he gets back, give Eli the bottle, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go make a plate. Poor Daniel, he hadn't even got to eat his plate because when all that started, he had just sat down with his plate. So I end up leaving to go make me a plate, and I hear someone like calling, ma'am, ma'am, in the background, and I look back and it was the lady that was sitting next to us, and she was like, I don't want to be making false accusations, but I think the man that was sitting next to you guys was recording your daughter. And I was just like, what? And she was like, yeah, like, obviously they noticed my family were sitting right next to him, and that she said that if I had a phone, see, that he was pointing like his phone towards like where we were sitting when they happened to look. So she was like, I don't know if he was taking pictures of your daughter. My daughter was wearing a romper, so it had shorts, and you know, she was covered, but still. And I was just like kind of freaked out. And so whenever I turned to the side, I see the guy walking. He's literally like running out. She's like, that's the guy, that's the guy. And I was like, yeah, I know, because he was sitting right next to us. He was literally running out of that restaurant. So I go to like, because I mean, he was still sitting next to my family. I don't know what the heck's going on at this point. I go, and the other lady that was sitting with that lady was talking to my husband. And I'm like, did you hear what happened? And he was like, yeah. And he went out running for him. And, you know, it's kind of hard to accuse someone, but let's just say he let him have it, not physically, but verbally. And the guy took off. He took off in his car. But he was running out of that restaurant. And this is when I tell you guys, like, I have the biggest anxiety, and me and Daniel were so sick because we didn't know if this guy had a picture of my daughter, or if he had, like, that would be the worst thing. I thought, like, if he was recording, because he did seem weird. Like, off to the side, he seemed weird, and I thought, like, well, maybe he was recording, like, my kids having a meltdown, you know, and like, oh, this is why you don't bring your kids, like, maybe that, but I don't know. I really do not know. And it sickens you, because then you start thinking, like, what if this guy followed me here? What if this guy followed me home? Like, and we live, like, really far from that restaurant, like, almost an hour away. So it was just, we were having, like, such a good day, and it, like, we were just sickened, and we felt violated and just hurt for our daughter if, like, that guy was, like, recording her. Like, we just, like, just talking about it, I feel nauseous. And I was washing the laundry, and her little outfit she was wearing that day, I took it out of the wash, and I couldn't look at the outfit. Like, it made me sad. It made me mad. And thank God I have my daughter, and it, like, there's people that go through where their kids get kidnapped and much worse things, and it's scary. It really is scary. And I literally just the other day had took my kids to the park by myself, and like, I was getting to that point in my momhood where I was just getting to that point of, you know, like, having more confidence, like, taking my kids out. And it's just, you think of all the worst things that could have happened, and I just don't think I can now, like, do things, like, on my own like that. But like I was saying, just please, everyone, take care of your kids, because you don't know. And even if you think, like, the best of someone or a stranger, you think, like, everything is a-okay, just act like it's not. because you never know. Honestly, I didn't even realize, because I'm here holding my kid, throwing a fit. My daughter's there eating a watermelon and gummy bears, and then I found out she threw up. So maybe he was recording her throwing up. I don't know, because I think she threw up when Daniel was already back. But by the way, we all got sick. All of us got sick. My little boy's sick now after my daughter has not been able to eat, and she don't even know what's going on. But those ladies were so nice. They were like, I don't know, like, if, like, what was the right thing to do, if we should have told you guys, because we didn't even, like, stay there and eat. We got so disgusted, we got up and left. We spent money to eat there, and we didn't even eat there, because that happens. Like, who has an appetite after you think something happened, violating your whole family, you know? And, you know, as an individual, you already kind of think, like, you watch for your surroundings. But the fact that someone else that's not even has anything to do with you notices it, that just kind of tells you, like, you know, maybe he was recording, because it doesn't, someone's not gonna just, like, tell you stuff, like, to, like, at least I don't think so. I think if someone is, like, trying to warn you about something that can be dangerous, then obviously they're doing it out of their heart and not, like, out of some type of, like, to get a kick out of it. I don't know. But that was our first time going to the zoo. We almost walked 5 miles that day, and you know, we were trying to, like, have fun. Like, that was the first, like, event that we did in the summer, and I hope it doesn't leave, like, a bad taste in our mouth, because the zoo was beautiful. They, like, remodeled it, so it looked very nice. But just everyone take care of your kids. Please, please, please take care of your kids. I don't think I have to tell anyone that, but sometimes you might have your guard down for a split second, and it could be the smallest of thing, and it could be, like, the most biggest traumatic thing in your life. So I just wanted to share that, because this was supposed to be, like, a vlog of, like, our weekend in the summer or whatever, and it kind of just, it didn't end up like that, and it was very sickening, honestly. I'm still sickened about it. And yeah, today I actually went to the store by myself with the kids, and the kids were still not feeling good, so that kind of cut it short. But just that time being out without Daniel, because he was back at work, it sucked. It was very scary. He was scared. He kept calling me and was like, I don't think you should be going out, like, alone with the kids anymore, like, as far as now, because it's just, we're kind of traumatized, and thank God it wasn't anything bigger. And if he does have pictures of my little girl or whatever, like, I hope he gets karma, really bad karma. But yeah, so I will see you guys in the next video. Just thought I'd share a little story time of that day. Bye, guys.